beautiful human, and welcome to the Rose Room. My name is Angela. I am the Rose Heart, a modern shamanic practitioner in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back to my subscribers. So every month I do a longer YouTube video, which today is, and this one's interesting. So some of you who know me, you know I have a 19-year-old cat. Her name is Chewy. She's right here beside me. You might hear her on this particular reading. But one of the things I wanted to share with you is every month I do a reading, and I usually pull cards and have some type of channeling experience that comes through. So yesterday I was picking up spirit animal energy, and Chewy was my proxy. And as I was picking the cards to get ready to do this reading, they are all from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and they are spirit animal inspired. So I want you to understand that all of us have spirit animals, and we all have protectors and guides on the other side, outside of the veil. And I personally have been picking up a lot of feathers throughout the summer, especially kind of the middle to the late summer and even into early fall. And anytime you see feathers, that's a sign from the angels and the spirit realm that you are on the right path, that they are protecting you, that your wishes, your dreams, and your aspirations are heard. They're working on them for you to keep going. It's always a positive sign. Don't ever take them as anything negative. So whenever I see them, I pick them up. And whenever I hand them to other people, I tell people to make a wish with them. So keep that in mind as we channel our spirit animals, thanks to Chewy, who is here today as proxy for the spirit animal realm. The first card that came out is the Vanishing Mirror. Now, this has to do with letting go of the ego, okay? So many of you have heard me talk in the past about it's safe and now time for us to remove all of those false masks that we wear, those false fronts. It's time for us all to come into true resonance with who we are and why we're here. And a lot of you are over 35 years of age and into your 50s and 60s, most of you who follow me. And you kind of understand, life is just hard, trying to play by the rules that everybody else establishes except our own. And so we have to put on these false fronts. This is a call to action, to let go, submit your ego to spirit, to let it go, let it fall away. You don't need to be so hard on yourself or others. Judgmental nature, ignorant comments. How do they serve you, right? They really don't, because none of us enjoy having those things thrown back at us. But yet we project those onto other people as a defense mechanism. It's time for us to allow that to just dissipate. Let it melt away and no longer allow it to kind of control and dictate the rules of engagement. We are also in the midst of eclipses, right? We had a pretty awesome harvest full moon, also a lunar eclipse, which was kind of crazy for some people. Again, that was a shredding of letting go. We are in between, at the time of this recording, the next eclipse, which is a solar eclipse in October, and that is to illuminate things. So we're in this wonky time period. Again, we've been here before, but that's because we are all leveling up. There's a lot of energy on Earth right now that is forcing us to step into a better version, a higher version of ourselves. So we're all being encouraged to remove our mask, let go of the ego. And what's happening in the general collective at large is this is ripping the masks off of things, or kind of unearthing truths. Like, look at what happened with P. Diddy recently. Like, oh my God, that was such a shocking revelation for people who are not in the music industry. The majority of us did not know any of that was going on. I can't even talk about it. It's just so disgusting and sadistic. But that kind of stuff is just the beginning. All of this is coming out of humanity so that we can build from those ashes something better for all of us. Think of what Spirit is showing me right now. Think of the bottom of a river or something that has a lot of sludge and slime in it, right? We carry a lot of that energetically in our bodies. So you're also being encouraged to let that go and to allow for something new and fresh to come through you, because we are all being cleansed and upgraded. You can't take the old with you. And I want to pause for a moment here and share just a story with some of you who don't know my personal story. So 2 years ago, I was in a marriage. I lived in a different part of the city. I had a very nice life. I had a beautiful home. Everything was great. I was content. My marriage, in my own view, it wasn't perfect. There were things I could not change. But I could have kept going on in that existence and I would have been just fine. But one day I had a revelation that I couldn't do it anymore. And slowly I began to take my life mask. I took off my mask. I had to come to terms with what I was seeing in the mirror. I couldn't fake my way through life anymore. So that's what this is about. It's asking you, what is it you're holding on to? What is it that you can release and start living in more inner authenticity? Because that's what's necessary for all of us to elevate going forward. You don't have to drastically change your life the way I did. My life is totally different now. I'm divorced. I live in a whole new place. I have all new stuff, everything, because that's another story for another time. But if I can do it, you can do it. If there's a part of your life that you're holding on to, that you have a fear of change, allow yourself to feel the safe and warm embrace of your spirit guides, your angels, and the people who truly love and care and want the best for you, so that you can allow something new to flow through you, which is part 2 of this reading from the spirit realm. And I'm not sure if you can hear girlfriend, but she's upstairs howling already because she wants you, as well as I do, to start flowing through life. This is Spirit of the River, and it's movement toward adventure. Now, if you follow me on social media, the other day I posted something about not getting caught up or swept up in the current, and to stay on the sidelines and just let it all the craziness pass. Because we are living through epic historical times. We're going to have a new president soon, and everybody's feeling a little edgy, which that tends to happen every 4 years. But you don't want to get swept away in the current. You don't want to get swept away in the current. However, you want to learn to flow with life. If you allow yourself to remove these masks and face the mirror, and you hand it over to God or Spirit or whomever you pray to, and I'll say, please allow me to go with the flow of life. Allow me to surrender so that I can flow. I can wait. I can be patient for the signals, signs, and synchronicities that you're showing me, whether they're angel feathers on my path, or if you're seeing repeating angel numbers like 222, 111, 777, or pattern numbers like 1234, things like that. That's a signal as well to keep going, that you're on the right path, and to pay attention. To pay attention to how you feel in that moment. What are you thinking about? And some of you might even want to write it down. But it's safe for you to flow. If you are able to let the things go that no longer serve you, and you allow Spirit to let those dreams of yours, intentions and wishes come true, let them flow to you, magic is going to start to happen. And then pretty soon, just like the Fool in the tarot card, which is the beginning, you will start to feel the embrace of the Fool's embrace. It's like childish energy. It's a new beginning. You see that beautiful light in the background? It's reminding you that to trust the darkness, because there's always light that comes after the darkness. And if you trust in that light and that mystery of life, you will be renewed, rebirthed, transformed anew. And the mysteries of life will start to unfold. And just like my own personal story, I didn't know what was going to happen to me when I made the decision to leave and completely upend my life and the people in it, to start anew and to live in my true self. But I trusted Spirit, and I trusted my guides, and I became the Fool's embrace. And I said, okay, I surrender. I'm gonna let this go so that I can allow these beautiful new gifts to unfold in my life. And they have, and they continue to, even when I feel stuck, or I'm at a point where everything is just kind of stable, but I know something else is coming, and I just have to be patient and allow it to flow through me. So those are the gifts that your spirit animals want you to know, to trust them. They are there to protect you. We are surrounded right now by hawks, by birds of prey. Even ravens and dark colored birds, they are protectors. They're not predators. They're not here to scare you. That's an old omen that we've been taught. Again, some of those things that we've got to retrain ourselves. Anytime we are connected to hawks, hawks are wisdom. Darker birds are usually protectors, guides. So trust in that. Trust that you are being protected, guided, and loved along the way. Okay, next. After I was inspired by my spirit animals, including the one in my house, I was connecting to my spirit guides, and one of my guides is Ezekiel, and Ezekiel led me to Merlin the magician. And Merlin wanted me to pull a card from the Mysteries of Avalon, the Wisdom of Avalon deck here, and it is a one-card story. And what I love about this, we pulled the Swan, and the Swan is about beautiful transformation. It is the beauty of transforming. You know, that Fool's Embrace card that's about transforming and trusting the process and seeing the light at the tunnel. Well, if you allow that to happen, those beautiful inner gifts of yours will come through. What you're really meant to do, my friend, will show itself. And swans are all about love, putting love and tranquility and peace into the world and shining that light through your own special gifts and talents. It's connecting to that energy that's deep within you, that is unique to you. That is why you came here to incarnate at this unusually crazy time on earth. It's because deep down I know that I'm here to put goodness into the world, and I'm here to help others see that in themselves so that you can also birth that out of yourself. To trust the process, to allow that inner magic. Merlin's all about magic. That magic lives inside of you. Trust it. Go with it. Allow that beautiful swan to come out. It might be a dark swan. It might be a light swan. It doesn't matter. It's the beauty within you. You're not done yet. You're here for a reason. We all are. And I can't wait to see what your beautiful gift unfolds. Just as I'm unfolding and I'm growing, as are you. And not to be outdone, good old JC was here. Yes, the man himself, Jesus. He shows up every now and then, and he was in a very pleasant mood. And I just love it when playful Jesus shows up because, again, just like the Fool's Embrace and the Swan, Jesus is very compassionate and forgiving. And we sometimes forget that, a lot of us who witness religion or practice religion, sometimes we get a little too caught up in the judgment side of God. Well, there's a really compassionate, forgiving, peaceful side. And that is kind of the key message and playfulness too of life that Jesus is here to remind us. And it's a multi-card spread. And I want to start with the one that came out first is we are in the age of Aquarius. And I pulled the Aquarius card. This is Aquarius. Look at that, a cup overflowing. Now, Aquarius is an air sign. And in the age of Aquarius that we are in, it is a very rebellious time. It is an innovative time. It's also about universal peace, love, youthfulness. But we have to get out there and allow our gifts to overflow like the waters. Fill our cups, right? And let it to overflow and spill out into the world. It's not fearful. It is a fearless energy, but it is not a reckless energy. All right, so get in touch with that part of yourself that is yearning to break free, to overflow with abundance, with talents, with joys, with gifts, with meaning and purpose in this new phase of life. Leading from there, I had here the 10 of cups. This is like the 10 of cups in tarot. It's the 10 of water. So when you allow yourself these changes to come through, which was this whole reading really, it's about giving yourself permission to change. You don't need anybody else's permission anymore. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions and you can allow a new self to emerge and overflow with abundance and goodness. That is when the universe is going to answer the call and give to you that good health, the abundance, that new job, that new career, that new relationship, new house, new baby. New. Allow, trust, flow with life. We had the flow card earlier. Flow with the river, flow with life so that the universe can give back to you. Remember, we're still in 2024. 2024 is an 8-year. 8 is the symbol for infinity. So what you put out, you get back. If you allow yourself to release that which no longer serves, the universe will give you the desires that you seek. You just have to trust the process. You are that powerful, my friend. I got to keep harping on that because you really are. And I'm here to remind you along the way. Now, the next one we pulled was the 7th of Earth. The 7 of Earth is it's okay for you to rest every once in a while. And every once in a while, you're also going to stumble and fall and scrape your knee, and you might get disappointed. Think of disappointment or things not going out in your favor as just a reminder, you know what? There's something better out there, not to stop. You're going to be tested, we all are, to make sure that,
Spirit wants to make sure you're ready to receive that abundance. So just keep going. It's like keep calm and carry on. The earth's got you. Just take one step at a time. Keep working towards your goals and you will reach them. The next energy that came through, which I thought was interesting, was Scorpio energy. Now, Scorpio can be a little bit biting and a little bit negative at times, but there's beauty in the mystery of Scorpio. Scorpio is also a water sign, reminding us to flow. Allow the mysteries from within you to emerge. We all have them. So some of you, I'm being told right now, you may have Scorpio in a really interesting place in your birth chart, your astrology chart. You may want to check that out right now, wherever Scorpio is. We are currently in Libra season, but we're heading into Scorpio season. It could also mean that during that time, there may be something special that's revealed to you, an aha moment, a moment of clarity, a moment of flow that you need. So connect to Scorpio energy in whatever way that it is best serving you. This is the positive aspects of it, okay? Not the negative. Scorpio is also a very creative sign. They are also sensitive. Sometimes your sensitivities are needed, but in a balanced way, all right? Sometimes those gifts come through. Allow those gifts to come through, in a way that benefits the collective as well as yourself. Flow with it. And again, if you are in touch with your astrology chart, check where that is in your chart. And the final card is the Eight of Air. This is about writing down your wishes. The ether hears you. As I receive those feathers down through the air, and I know I'm on the right path, they're reminding me all the time. I'm also sending my wishes out into the ether. Some of you may not say them out loud. Some of you are being encouraged to write them down, because your words, they see them. All right, allow them to carry on through the ether. Allow that magic to come back to you, that abundance to come back to you. Don't ever think you're alone. You're never alone. None of us are. So this beautiful message that has to do with letting go, shredding the ego, okay, getting rid of that old skin like a snake, shed your skin, those parts of yourself that no longer serve, so that you can then allow in the flow, allow to flow with life. Some of you might need to take a mini vacation near a lake, a river, or an ocean. Also to literally feel it. Feel that water. Just allow it to wash over you. I've actually done that. When I was in Punta Cana this summer, there were some things I needed to do, and I used the ocean to help wash it away from me. Not like a baptism, but just allow me to flow with life in a different way. And please wash away any remaining negative energies that no longer serve me. So if water is important to you, that's another way that you can help yourself flow with life. And embrace the full, my friend. That new beginning, the white swan. Allow those blessings to come from the ether into you. You've got spirit animals. You've got Merlin the magician, and you've got the ultimate JC himself here cheering you on. And nothing is impossible because the magic lives within you. Last but not least, my man AAG, Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael. You know the archangels are always here too. They had two messages for you, and I pulled the cards from my dear friend Marietta Amatangelo, and I just had to chuckle because the very first card is flow. This is a healing symbol for those of you who really are struggling with just flowing through life. So you can snapshot this. You can pause and gaze upon it. These are all healing symbols to help any of you struggling with just flowing with life. You know, getting connected to the directional axes of life, that heart center in the middle, allowing you in that beautiful color with all of the different geometry there. Just allow yourself, give yourself permission, say, I am open to receiving, and to let go of that which no longer serves, so that I'm able to flow with life. Allow me to flow. Allow me to flow with my blessings and get in better connection and harmony with them. And the final one that they wanted you to see is they wanted you to feel the love, the radiance within your heart. This is the healing symbol for your heart. Look at that beautiful, magnificent, golden energy. That's you. Your heart emits a lot of electrical currents. It's constantly beating. It does its job. It loves you no matter what. But sometimes we don't always give it the love back, right? Sometimes we give it that junk food we don't really need.
But whatever junk we're putting into our bodies, our heart always does its job. It's asking you to just connect more with your heart and allow it to be open to receiving the beautiful blessings that are on their way to you when you let things go that no longer serve, when you flow with life. Be open to receive. Because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we actually block our blessings. We've got to be open to receiving them from our heart, not our head, our heart. So be open to receive, my friend. Because we are in between eclipses, as we shift closer to the solar eclipse, it's a great time to set new intentions, to bring forward those things, continue to let go of that which does not serve, but bring forward those new things. And we are all being tested because with every election, we all go through some type of anxiety shift within our bodies. Some people, I'm really feeling a lot of heaviness in the collective. Some of you have gotten really good at not commenting about it at all, which is really great, but you're still holding on to that energy. We can't escape it. Some of you may have seen already that I am hosting my first ever 4-week Zoom class. It's open to anyone over the age of 18. It is only $111. But for those of you who are subscribers, if you have my newsletter, I'm going to be sending out the code that you can sign up for to get 20% off of that. So it's even going to be cheaper than the $111. And that includes the 4-week package. But anyone in your home can join in with you. So I'm not like counting heads. This is just something to help us all clear. So we have the power to clear as a collective. And the more that we allow ourselves to clear out that negative energy that's stuck in our bodies, because our energy body needs clearing, our spiritual hygiene needs cleansed. That's what I'm here to help you do during this time. And also invite in that strengthening protection energy and help you seize upon your intentions. I don't need to know what they are. I'm here to help you really clear and get clear about what it is you want, how you can go for it by releasing and facing your fears, sending them back to the heavens for transmutation into love, bringing in strength, power, grounding, protection from the angelic realm and the spirit realm, and then flying out of a cannon after that election so that you feel good and confident that you can handle anything that happens. Because let's be honest, we are the creators of our lives. We are the stars of our show, and we are the magicians. So if I can help train you on how to block out the noise, on how to take back your power and put up those boundaries so that you don't have to worry so much about what's happening outside of you, because you have the confidence, the strength, and the capability to protect your own energy and your peace and to manifest your life the way you want. You can do anything, my friend. You will be unstoppable. So I hope you will consider joining me for this 4-week experience beginning in October. And it will run for 4 weeks. It'll be on 2 Tuesdays and 2 Thursdays. 3 of the sessions will be before the election, and the final session will be the Thursday after the election. And honestly, I don't know who's going to win, but I do know this. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to be just fine. And that is what I am transferring to you, my friend. The power of knowing you are going to be okay, and you are going to be better than okay. Because if I can transform my life since the last election and live in my pure bliss, anyone can. And I want you to have that feeling within yourself too. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I am still taking private sessions through mid-December. Feel free to check out my website if there's anything I can do for you personally. That includes readings, clearings, as well as deeper cleansing if you feel like you need it. And I hope to see many of you on Zoom in the near future. Good luck, my beloved friends, and have a great and blessed day. Cheers.